Now we'll continue with the performance properties of interconnection networks. The main performance properties of interconnection networks are the channel bandwidth, bisection bandwidth, and latency. So what is channel bandwidth? In short, bandwidth is the amount of data that is theoretically, like, it is not necessary that whatever the bandwidth is, that much data is like exactly that much data is transferred, but it is basically the amount of data that is actually transferred, or you can say theoretically could be transferred between some sender and receiver nodes through a channel in a given amount of time. In most cases, the channel bandwidth can be adequately determined by using a simple model of communication which advocates that the communication time TCOM needed to communicate given data through the channel is the sum of TS plus TD, which is the startup time, and the transfer time, data transfer time. So TS is the startup time and TD is the data transfer time. So sum of that can be called that it is the total communication time between the source and destination, the total communication time of the channel. So also data transfer time TD is equal to MTW, the product of the number of words making up the data M and the transfer time per word. So TW is the transfer time per word and M is the number of words making up the data. When the channel bandwidth is, and then if we are calculating data transfer time using this product formula, then the channel bandwidth is 1 by TW, which is 1 by time per, like, transfer time per one word. A given interconnection network can be cut into two almost equal sized components. Generally, this can be done in many ways. Given a cut of the interconnection network, the cut bandwidth is the sum of channel bandwidths of all channels connecting the two components. The smallest cut bandwidth is the bisection bandwidth of the interconnection network. So the interconnection network is cut into two almost equal size components, and the cut bandwidth is basically the sum of channel bandwidths of all channels connecting the two components, and the smallest cut bandwidth is called the bisection bandwidth. So whatever bandwidth is the smallest, it will be considered as bisection bandwidth of the interconnection network. Now, the corresponding cut is the worst case cut of the interconnection network. Occasionally, the bisection bandwidth per node is needed. We define it as BBW divided by N, which is like mod of N, the number of nodes in the network. So obviously it can't be negative, but still, so BBW, which is the bisection bandwidth, so BBW, which is the bisection bandwidth, is divided by N, which is the number of nodes in a network. Of course, both BBW and BBWN depend on the topology of the network and the channel bandwidth. So both of them depend on the topology of the network and the channel bandwidths. All in all, increasing the bandwidth of the interconnection network can have as beneficial effects as increasing the CPU clock. So which means if we increase the bandwidth of the interconnection network, we can get as many beneficial effects as we get on increasing the CPU clock. Now we come to latency. What is latency? Latency is the time required for a packet to travel from the source node to the destination node. Many applications, especially those using short messages, are latency sensitive in the sense that efficiencies of these applications strongly depend on the latency. So whatever applications are used for delivering short messages are highly dependent on latency. Their efficiency is highly dependent on latency. For such applications, their software overhead may become a major factor that influences the latency. Ultimately, the latency is bounded below by the time in which light traverses the physical distance between two nodes. So the latency is bounded below by the time in which the light travels the physical distance between the two nodes. The transfer of data from a source node to a destination node is measured in terms of various units, which are defined as follows. So there are certain units which are defined which are used basically to measure the flow of data from source to destination. So those units are packet, flow control digit, physical digit. So packet is the smallest amount of data that can be transferred by hardware. Flow control digit or FLIT is the amount of data used to allocate the buffer space in some flow control techniques. So we need a buffer space for flow control techniques, as we have learned in computer networks, that whenever we have whenever we have a sender and a receiver, and any one of the two is faster than the other, then we need a buffer to store the data which is either sent earlier or received earlier than the sender or the receiver is ready. Then this flow, in that case, we can do that in computers also. So in that case, flow control digit is important. It is the amount of data used to allocate that buffer space. Then we have physical digit. Physical digit is the amount of data that can be transferred in a single cycle. So what is a physical digit? It is the amount of data that will be transferred in a single cycle. So these were all the performance properties of interconnection networks. After this, we'll be doing mapping interconnection networks into real space. We will be doing that in the next video. Thank you for watching.